guys, it's me, Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. How are you doing today? Today we're going to talk about our favorite subject, which is sales. All right, so let's go ahead and dive right on into it. What is our subject for today? It's a dirty one, okay, guys? Our subject for today is selling in real estate and being ghosted. What did he say? I said selling real estate and being ghosted. You're probably going, what in the world is he talking about? Well, listen, guys, I've been in sales for a long time, and I'm going to tell you what. Sometimes things happen outside of what we like in life, and it can hurt. It can kind of twist you up a little bit. And being ghosted in real estate, it really hurts. And the reason why I'm sharing this is because I'm starting to see not everybody that you talk to is going to be there for you the next day. You never know. They call that in the business being ghosted. And you may have a great rapport with a customer. I've had a few, and I've had some that ghosted me, and then I was able to get them back as customers. But it was so weird because it's like you feel as though you may have done something wrong. And you may have, or maybe you haven't. You know, I've been in sales a long time, and I can tell you the good, the bad, the ugly, and the warts and all when it comes to selling. But a lot of people don't talk about this kind of stuff. But on this particular platform, because I'm a true salesperson, I'm going to talk about it. You know, and being ghosted, especially when you're in real estate, you know, because, see, here's the thing. As real estate salespeople, we work our butts off a lot of times to get customers. And I mean, we really do have to work hard to work in our sphere of influence, doing open houses for people. I mean, going door to door, business to business, letting people know that, hey, I'm in the real estate business. And then when you get a customer, you're like stoked, bro. It's like, man, I got somebody to talk to finally. And what happens is you take them out. Maybe you look at some homes and stuff like that, or maybe they've got to sell their house and they go out in there and you start looking for homes and they can't really find anything out there because of maybe inventory, or maybe, you know, people get cold feet and they want to change their mind, or buyer's remorse. It's all kinds of different feelings that people go through, you know, when they're trying to buy or sell a house. And sometimes it can be your significant other, or it could be that maybe you're just not ready. Maybe you're afraid to make a commitment, and it really can be frustrating to us salespeople because, see, we are all in. We've got to invest time, money. We've got to invest all kinds of different, just a lot of time, a lot of times, you know, and you may not think that's a big deal, but if you get into our business, you don't make no money until you sell something. Okay, and it can sometimes be anywhere from 30 to 90 days once you get a customer to be able to get some money. And we live off, you know, hopefully we've got a significant other. I don't, but some folks do. And so you're lucky because you got a chance to work. And if things don't always work out for you, you can at least kind of take a breath and go, well, let's go on to the next one. You know, our topic for today is selling real estate and being ghosted. I'm going to share it with you like this, guys. When I first started not too long ago in real estate, I didn't really know a lot about stuff, okay? And then, you know, as far as everything. But see, once I started getting my feet wet and working with customers and going out in the field and learning the language and stuff, you know, I started doing pretty good. I started talking to people, and but on occasion, I still have people, you know, you call them, you think you're getting ready to go do something, and they just disappoint you. I mean, I've had a situation not too long ago where I was with a customer. They were coming from another state, and they were nice people. And I was so gung-ho for about a month and a half. I was getting everything set up for them. And then what happened was, you know, the day before we were getting ready to go look at all the homes and the properties and everything, they sent a text and said, well, you know, I know we got a meeting Monday, but something come up. And I'm like, what come up all the way? You're here in Florida. You're already here. And I tried to reach out to him and text him back like, hey, what's going on? I just set up seven appointments, and I got some stuff going on, some land, some houses we can go look at. And I said, did I do something wrong? And I never got a heard back from him. And I'm not going to be, I'm going to share the real truth, guys. And we got feelings, okay? If you're out there buying or selling a house, you know, as salespeople, we got feelings too. And I'm going to tell you what, when you get ghosted, It does not feel good. It feels really bad. And if you're out there, because see, some things are out of our hands. Like, say, for instance, I had this one couple that were trying to sell their house, but then one of the mates really didn't want to sell the house. They were older. They knew they needed to downsize, but the husband, he was like, well, I've been living here and I'm going to die in this house. We had went out and looked at a bunch of homes and trying to get them something, but they thought that they were going to get something better or comparable. They had a really nice house and they spent a lot of money fixing it up over the years, and the things that were available to look at, they just weren't comparable, and they were going to have to downsize. And she was ready. She was excited. She wanted to not have to get out there and clean that big old house, and didn't want to have to get out there in that big old yard and clean all that yard and everything. And it was like, I thought, man, we finally found something. And when we went to look at it and everything, he kind of fell apart and lost his mind. It was like, she's sharing all this stuff. She was embarrassed and everything. And then it was like, that's no problem and everything. And next thing I know, you don't get a sale. And it's kind of like you're being ghosted. It's like, things happen outside of your means, and it's not your fault a lot of times. And then I've had other people that shared with me where they'll get almost to, getting everything set up. They thought they were going to get everything done, and then the customer just disappears. It's like, where'd they go? You got ghosted. I mean, it's like, at least pick up the phone and say, hey, listen. And then there are other unscrupulous salespeople that are out there that steal sales. Okay, I'm not going to say you did. I'm not going to say you ain't never done that. And I'm going to just share this with you. Snakes be snakes. And in this business, it's kind of tough and it's kind of rough. And some people, they're all about the money and they don't really care about their souls or anybody else. So they'll go ahead and steal those deals from other salespeople, and it's kind of sad because, see, what happens is you got some of these people who've been in the business for a while, and they'll pull out the old card. Well, how many houses have they sold? That ain't cool. Or maybe it will say in this sense, well, he hasn't been in the business that long, so I know more. And I've seen it. I've watched people do this, and I'm thinking, come on, guys, you can't be doing this. And I'm not going to. I'm not that kind of person. And then people ghost you. They won't tell you why. So in the back of your mind, you're thinking, well, maybe a salesperson stole it from you. But the next thing you know, you've talked to them about a month later, and these people bought something with a different person. And so it could be your personality, it could be the way you look, it could be that you at the time weren't able to find what they were looking for, and maybe you just didn't gel, or maybe things didn't happen the way they wanted to, and and they just decided to go with somebody else. And I'm gonna tell you what, they will ghost you and you won't never know what happened. And then sometimes you'll run into situations where somebody sold something, you run into them, and then it was like, that ain't right. I'm just hey, listen, guys, today I'm just kind of a little frustrated. I'm just sharing this because I've had some people tell me about ghosting, and it's a real thing. It's a real thing in all sales. I don't care what kind of sales you're in. People will tell you, hey, I'm all interested. I'm ready to go. I want to buy something, and then they just disappear. It's like, hey, where are you at? And then once in a while, like I said, I've had a couple of people do that to me, and I got a sale. It was weird. One of my sales, it was so funny. The family went out and they said, hey, we like you and everything. We went and looked at a house together, and it was like they disappeared. And I texted them and sent them a thank you card, and called them a couple of times, and they had told me how great I was and everything like that, and then they just disappeared. And so about a month later, I'm just going through my Rolodex, sending out, calling on people, sending out pictures, letting them know about stuff coming up and everything. And the next thing I know, I get a phone call. And they say, hey, we're ready to start looking again. You got some time? And I did. And as we were looking and everything, they ghosted me again for another couple of days. And I was like, what the heck is going on? And I never heard of no ghosting until I came into the real estate business. And I'm going to tell you what, when you get ghosted, don't take it personal. I did, okay? I didn't know no better. I thought, hey, what happened to loyalty? People don't have loyalty out there. And then you got some people out there that are salespeople that they know they doing wrong, but they do it anyway because, see, they can do it and get away with it because nobody says anything to them. So I'm saying to you, if you're a salesperson out there, remember, what goes around comes around. So when you hurt other people, be very careful because it will come back to you eventually, whether you think so or not. I'm going to just tell you what, I don't want to sell my soul for no money, and dang sure don't want to sell my soul just because I know I can. Okay? And this and our topic for today is selling and being ghosted in real estate. It sucks, and it's true, and it's real. So remember, guys, don't be that kind of person. If you are a customer, just give us the courtesy to let us know that, hey, at this time I'm not interested. And a lot of time it ain't personal. A lot of times they're just embarrassed. They don't know what to say and they feel guilty. So if you've been ghosted, I have. It sucks. So remember, what comes around goes around. Old Murphy's Law says what good happens is bad happens. It's going to happen. So do me a favor, guys. I had to vent right there. Whew, I had to vent. So I hope you enjoyed the vent, because I know people that are in the business, they're probably going to go, oh yeah, it's happened to me too. I've been ghosted before and it sucks. So remember, guys, when you're out there working your butts off, a sale ain't a sale until it's done. Just period. There ain't no loyalty in this world like it used to be. And sometimes people will ghost you because for whatever reason, time, money, they just didn't feel comfortable with you, or just a lot of different reasons. But don't take it personal, because sometimes, we do. We got feelings. We're real estate people. We're salespeople. We work on commission, and we want to make money just like everybody else. But remember also, guys, don't take advantage of other salespeople. They work hard for their money. And if you can help somebody, that's great. And remember, guys, ghosting, it's real in real estate. I've seen it in other businesses, but we never called it ghosting until I came into real estate. And my very first person that ever did that to me, I'm like, hello? I was just with them that day, and then they disappeared. Okay, so remember that selling real estate and being ghosted, it's a real thing. So we got to deal with it. We got to have thick skin. We got to do the next right thing. And when somebody does it to you, just brush it off and go on to the next sale. Okay, because we can't sell something if our mind's all messed up. We can't be worried about ghosts, people that are messing with our heads. So get out there and sell something, but you never know. A ghost might be knocking on your door and say, hey, I'm ready to buy. All right. Dang, ghost.